Hey y'all, Discoria here. Welcome to the special first anniversary review video. Let's jump on in. Oh, so exciting. Okay, so first of all, apologies again for my hiatus from video making, but I've got some time now, so I'm jumping back in. And the first thing that I really want to talk about with the first anniversary, how about that home screen? Look at it. We've got a giant cake. They're dancing on a giant cake. I don't know how much more awesome this could possibly be. I'm super excited about it. I'm here for it. This is some great updates to the home screen. The first anniversary has brought a huge amount of new announcements and content to the game, and the latest update, it's made a lot of really great quality of life improvements as well as just overall game improvements. So I'm really looking forward to today going through some of those improvements, going through some of the announcements, just giving my 2 cents on how pumped I am for some of these announcements and some of this content. And then at the end, you may just get to see me do some summons. I've got some Wormite saved up. I've got some summon vouchers saved up. I want some of these Gala units. I know that the word on Reddit is to save all of my currency until all of the free summons are done, but I don't have that kind of self-control. So, you guys are free to do that. So, okay, so let's go to the announcements, and let's kind of take a look at these together. So, they've got a really cool announcement that seems to just summarize everything here, which is pretty great, actually, in case you don't want to go through each and every announcement. But since you're here to watch my video, I'll assume that you're here to go through each and every announcement. So let's take a free look. So obviously, the daily free tenfold summon event is a big deal for everybody. This Dragalia Lost has been, actually, I heard them on the digest. They said Dragalia Lost. I've been saying it wrong since day one. So, forgive me, I'm probably going to continue to say it wrong. I'll try to remember to say Dragalia. So basically, they've been, Cygames has been incredibly, oh wow, I just completely blanked on the word. They've been very charitable. Let's just say that. That's not the right word, but generous, obviously, generosity. So they've been extremely generous with how many free summons that they've given to people over time, and this first anniversary is absolutely no exception. They have a daily free tenfold summon event. So basically, you're able to perform a tenfold summon for free once per day, and I want to say that it's for 7 days total. Yeah, so you can perform up to 7 tenfold summons. So you basically get 70 summons for free over the period of this event, which runs from September 27th to October 7th. So for people who, have been blowing all their Wormite and not really saving vouchers, this is a pretty nice treat for the first anniversary. They still get to summon. Now, I can't remember where I saw it. I think it must be in the next announcement, but I remember that they said that with the free, I feel like they said for the free summons, you even get to summon on the, oh yeah, here it is. Okay, sorry, I overlooked it when I was just in here. So you get to summon on the Dragalia banner, and you also get 3 tenfold summons on the Fractured Futures banner, which is pretty exciting. That's pretty cool that you get to do that. So you've basically got 2 separate banners that you get to summon on, and I'm here for it. That's exciting. The Fractured Futures banner looks pretty cool. I am going to go over that really quickly when I get to it. So, let's take a quick look here at what else that we can go through. So, we've got some issues regarding first anniversary voice lines. My understanding is it's just some of the first anniversary voice highlights are not working for Edward and Halloween Edward. No big deal. I know a lot of people really love that character, but I can survive without his anniversary lines for the time being. So let's take a look at the Dragalia. I know everybody's extremely pumped about this because this has got the special version of Uden now as one of the Gala Dragalia characters to pull. I mean, I'm excited about it. I'm still more excited about pulling Mim than I am about necessarily pulling, more excited about pulling Mim than I am about pulling Uden, but that's still something that we're going to have to wait and take a look at. Okay, and once again, the rates are up. So the initial rate for 5-star adventurers and dragons will be boosted to 6% from the standard 4%. So one of the reasons I love summoning on the Galas so much is that you just get a ton of 5 stars in general. There's just a heightened appearance on their showing up, so it's just great. And what I really need is to max out a number of my 5-star dragons So at this point, I would say I have enough 5-star characters that, like, it's nice to get more 5-star characters, but it's really the dragons that I need, because I need to maximum unbound my, the dragons that I use the most, so that I can be more competitive in completing all of the endgame content. There is a couple of the high dragons that I'm struggling with because I just don't have the right maximum unbound dragons. So, I mean, these appearance rates are really important to me as far as, mass summoning on the Gala Dragalia. There just isn't a specific character that I'm interested in. I'd really like to draw the new Uden. Mim is definitely a goal for me, but it's really going to be the dragons that I'm looking for. So, okay, let's keep taking a look here. What do we got? So the Platinum Showcase is, I mean, it's pretty nice. I'm definitely going to be spending money this banner because I want to support the devs. So I'm going to be buying one of these special packs that they've released. Not because, like, I feel like I need to, but, like, honestly, singularly just because I want to support the devs and I want to support this awesome game so that it continue to be successful as it goes forward. And I would recommend the same for anybody who does have some extra funds, like whether you buy the $5.95 pack, I think there is one, or the $34.99 pack. You're supporting the devs and you're supporting the game. So, well, the Gallop Prince is a pretty good looking unit. Like, visually, it's a pretty cool looking unit. I haven't really delved super deep into its abilities, which I guess I can look at right now. So, deals light damage to surrounding enemies, creates a buff zone that lasts for 10 seconds, increases the strength of adventurers. See, that's a really good ability. That's one of those abilities that benefits your whole team. It benefits your team in raids. It benefits your team in high dragon trials. It makes things easier because your strength is up. And when you're in those situations where you need that strength boost to finish a piece of content, I could see that being very important. So that's a pretty good first ability. Good start. And then Exalted Glory. Let's see here. Deals light damage, inflicts paralysis, increases the entire team's strength for 15 seconds, and grants all teammates one use shield and null. That's a pretty good ability. Doesn't stack with any other shields. The skill gauge for this can be, but it'll also gradually fill automatically. Abilities that increase skill gauge fill rate will not affect this automatic increase. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, that's a pretty good ability as well. So I'm wondering if you use Rising Circlet, and then if you wait until they're both charged and you use them one over another, I'd be very curious. I'd have to test out and see if you could get a 35% overall boost in strength. If so, that's a good amount of offense from that light unit. That might make him one of the better offensive light units. When in dragon form, adds 10% to the damage modifier and extends shapeshift time. Having both those abilities work at the same time, pretty good. There's other abilities that I personally enjoy more in a co-ability, but I mean, that's still somewhat useful. And then abilities, Dragon Light's Resolve 2 reduces dragon gauge depletion over time by 30% and increases attack rate when shape-shifted. Cool. Sacred Shield. So it's got that, all of these Gala units have a double immunity. So this one's got double immunity to poison and curse, which is pretty awesome. I haven't delved into High Zodiarch yet, but I'm assuming it inflicts curse everywhere, maybe even poison as well. So this could be a perfect unit to take on the High Zodiarch content with, possibly. I'll have to do that in another video and possibly review what are good units to tackle that content with. And Draconic Charge fills 50% of the user's dragon gauge when their HP drops to 30. That's pretty good. It could be good in an emergency situation. Maybe you can trigger it on purpose by purposely getting your HP to drop to 30. It's pretty strategic. You could use that pretty strategically. I like that. Overall, I'm actually more into this unit than I was before looking at these abilities. He could be pretty useful, actually, with the way that I play. So he'll actually be somebody I'll be hoping to see when I'm pulling. I'm not going to go through everybody else because these are all units we've seen before. So I think everybody's, at this point, they're pretty familiar with them. So, okay, let's go back and see what else is going on with this. So I had talked about this previously. If you want to support if you're really enjoying Dragalia Lost, I would highly recommend buying one kind of pack if you can afford to, if you've got the extra cash. It really does help the devs, supports the game. I myself am going to be buying probably one of the anniversary 5-star adventurer packs, which I realistically should do before I do my summoning, but I'll probably just buy it later on. I'm really not buying it for the, assuming I'm probably gonna dupe for the 5-star adventurer after I've done my summoning, but I just want to support the devs. So that's kind of all I have to say about that. All right, what else do we have here? Expedited construction for new players only. I love this. I think this is a great idea. I am not a new player. I'm a player that has been playing since day one when this game was first released. And I think that giving this benefit to new players, to encourage new players to come in and, try this out, is extremely important. Like, kind of as it stands before this, I did wonder, like, as a new player, you're so far behind with the Halidom and having all the structures in there that upgrade the strength and, abilities of your player or your units, that you're so far behind that it would be very difficult and time-consuming to catch up. But bestowing this upon new players and including those new hammers that I can't remember the exact name of right now, but I know they're like speedy hammers that let you speed up the construction time on things. Between those two things, new players, this is one of the best times for them to be starting, because you can, you're more able to catch up with more experienced players than you ever would have been before. So new players, get at it. If you were on the fence, this is a good time to start Dragalia Lost. Look at me remembering to say Dragalia. Got some information on on the gauntlet, the Mercurial Gauntlet endeavors, void battles, schedules, updates, things like that. I'm not going to go too deep into those. I still have yet to clear all of the Mercurial Gauntlet content. I really would like to get the High Dragons cleared, but I'll come back to that. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to look at is the version update. So what else do we have in here? Raid boosts. Factor known as raid boost. Bolsters your team for the corresponding raid event with effects such as increased damage dealt to enemy or boosted adventure HP. You can get these raid boosts when you clear boss battles and raid battles during raid events. Use boost to pop your party and challenge boss battles. I don't know how that's going to work, but it sounds pretty cool. Anything that increases teamwork, I think is good, because it just gives raids another added dimension, and that's, I think, what a lot of the endgame players are looking for right now, is added dimensions. And this new Omega difficulty for raids that they're adding, again, is, I think, very important. Because there are a lot of people that have kind of surpassed the skill level and the health or DPS requirements for the most difficult boss battles that were being included in the raids to date. So upgrading it to Omega difficulty availability, I think, is going to be really great for some of the endgame players. I'm really happy to see that they're talking about, how the new level of raid difficulty is going to allow for the release of new 5-star weapons that you can exchange for. I think that that's extremely exciting. These are, I read somewhere that these are going to be more powerful than the existing 3-star elemental weapons. That's awesome. That's going to be really great, because I know a lot of people, including myself, have already constructed a fair amount of 5-star elemental weapons. So to have some new upgraded kind of weapons to start shooting for that's great as far as in my books. I'm really happy to see that. Okay. Oh yeah, and they're adding new difficulties for the advanced dragon trials. For me, I really need to I need to clear the dragon trials that difficulties are already existing. And I've cleared Midgard Stormer, and there was one other one that I can't remember which other one I cleared. There was one other one that I've cleared, and I know I still need to do High Brunhilde. Actually, maybe I've only cleared one so far. Yeah, I've only cleared High Midgard Stormer. I need to get groups. I've found it a bit challenging to find groups, and I'm working with my alliance right now I know there's some players in my alliance. I've just got to coordinate with them, and then hopefully I'll be able to clear some of the end dragons that I haven't already cleared. I was working on High Jupiter currently, but people don't like my Veronica, sad face. But I will continue to plod along until I clear it with, I might have to play my Glio. I might give up and play Glio. We'll see. Yeah, so new difficulty levels for the advanced dragon trials. Again, this is excellent. I consider myself an endgame player, but there's a lot of players that are way more endgame than I am, and this is for them. Making sure that they still have content to take on, and that they're, it's not becoming a super repetitive game for them. Something new to shoot for, something new to collaborate with teams for. Again, I couldn't be happier that they're adding that. This time attack rankings. Players can compete for clear times over a set period of time. It's a pretty cool way, actually, to add, I'm not using the words PvP because I know how the community feels about PvP in general, but it's a cool way to give some players who really like being ranked a way to be ranked without pitting players against other players. So kudos to Cygames. That's my opinion. I think kudos to Cygames for including some kind of ranking system without, again, pitting player against player directly. It's just a clear time ranking. So I like that. I think hopefully that's something that kind of brings our community to a competition level in a friendly way and not, not a pit PvP type situation. Changes to the title screen. Oh yeah, we got new stickers. Bravo. Sup. 3 cheers for me. I love new stickers. I worked really hard to get the new Squish 'em sticker when it came out. So anytime they release new stickers, I love it. I'm pumped. We talked about new anniversary lines already. So special first anniversary lines will be available. Tap or press and hold an adventurer on the adventurer screen or the edit team screen. Cool. There's definitely a couple that I'll listen to because I really like some characters I love. I want to hear Malka's for sure. He's one of my favorite characters in the game, so I'll definitely be going to hear Malka's first anniversary. New co-abilities. I guess that was with it's the first of these new co-abilities. His shape-shifting boost co-ability will boost shape-shifting time and damage dealt. And they're going to add more new co-abilities. Hey, sounds good to me. Anything that increases the depth of the game, I think is going to be great because it'll increase the complexity of putting teams together strategically and allowing people to come up with new combinations to play different kinds of units together that makes them stronger and can put you in a more advantageous place when you're facing all different kinds of bosses in the game. So, they're updating the item lineup for the item summons, and I know they're increasing the free summons to 6 a day, and I think that was just for the event, but if I see it, I'll confirm or deny, but it's good that they're taking out, so they're adding tablets, and they're taking out ripe dragon fruit. Okay. I think I feel like, oh yeah, because succulent dragon, I was going to say, if they're taking out succulent dragon fruit, that would be bad, but I'd rather have tablets, personally, when I'm trying to craft all the weapons I'm trying to craft. I'm okay with that change. Prices and more might. So yeah, okay, so it's just for the event that you're being able to perform 6 item summons for free. As a new player, don't forget about this. There's an exclamation mark on the home screen that'll remind you, so that's good. Don't forget, you as a new player will need all the resources that you can possibly collect, so take advantage of these item summons every day and getting to perform 6 at a time, along with all the other freebies that you're getting from all of the endeavors that I've seen. You're going to be in a position as a new player to progress extremely quickly. So if you're interested in getting into this game and progressing to endgame as quickly as possible, no better time to do that than making sure you're taking advantage of all of the anniversary has to offer. Now, this is a really cool one. For a lot of heavy players, I know that, making sure you're carefully using your Ethon Ashes and your honey to be able to play as much as you can was done very strategically and very carefully. And now you've got the Halidom producing honey tea, which is you've actually got a structure in your Halidom in-game that's producing a way for you to recover stamina. That's pretty cool. I don't, I've played a lot of different gacha games. Some of them have stamina challenges. Some of them I don't find them to have stamina challenges at all. Dragalia Lost, when I was playing extremely heavy, it could be I would be down to, not very many ashes, not very many honeys, and I'd have to kind of be okay, do I need to use them now to play more, or do I need to really save them for double onslaught events and events where I can get double resources? With this, I think this is great. So if it produces 1 honey tea is produced every 30 minutes, reach capacity in 3 days. I think this is great because you at least get a bit of extra stamina per day. So if you want to play a bit of extra per day, at least now you can, and it's completely free and it's coming from your Halidom. So this is one of the biggest changes in the game that I commendation to Cygames and the Dragalia Lost development team for including this, because I think that this was definitely called for. I talked about the hammer that allows you to more quickly finish constructed buildings in your Halidom, and it's called the Hustle Hammer. I was calling it Speedy Hammer, but it's not called Speedy Hammer. It's called Hustle Hammer. So there you go. A new go button for endeavors. Yeah, that's cool. It takes you to the endeavor instead of you having to navigate back and forth. All little quality of life things. I'm into that. I do like this change quite a lot. The feature addition information. So, like, it's now telling you what kind of, like, it'll show you your daily endeavor progress, which is great, because sometimes I'm like, I'm done, but now I'll actually know if I'm done for not, with a really clear, like, a really quick way to look at it. Let's see. Oh, this is great. So, feature for changing the background music. You're able to change the home page's background music from the system tab. Awesome. So awesome. Like, this, I know this was one of the most requested things that I saw around the subreddit for Dragalia Lost, being able to change the music to what you like the most. I really like this too. I'm going to put it back to Cinderella Step. So again, kudos to you, Cygames and Dragalia Lost team. This is, all these little things, they really add up. Oh my goodness, what is this feature? I totally missed this before. Feature for skipping the boss intro sequence. We are adding a feature to raid battles that allow you to skip the boss intro anime. If the player who created the club room selects skipped intro sequence, that is awesome. That's a huge time saver. When you play this game, like, consistently, I'm going to save probably hours in intro sequence time. Just being able to skip that, that's amazing. Attunement confirmation. Yeah, that's a little quality of life thing that's helpful. That's never really affected me, but resetting the social award, free Wormite, guys. As new players, even as old players, it's just another way to get Wormite and summon even more. So this is good stuff. Make sure, just thank you. Thank you, Dragalia Lost staff, once again, for doing things that you don't have to do, that just makes it easier for free-to-play players and just players in general. It's really appreciated. I'm not going to go through all the balance adjustments or the other changes. I'll let you guys kind of go through that step by step, but overall, that's a pretty robust amount of changes that they're making. They're all really good ones. Even the small quality of life changes, they're pretty amazing. So the Dragalia Lost digest, I'm not going to go through it minute by minute because a lot of it's been covered in what I've already talked about already, but it was good. Like, if you have time, go and watch the video for sure, because at the end, the new director of the Dragalia Lost team actually gives a little speech on what's coming up. And I thought it was a really good speech. He's talking about some of the changes that are coming. They'd like to release a new chapter every 2 months next year, which is, that's a good timeline. At least they're telling us now so that we know when new chapters are going to be released. I can't remember his name, but yeah, definitely check it out. I think it was like the last 4 minutes of the Dragalia Digest was the director talking about the future of the game. Now, that's it, Fractured Futures. There's a new summon showcase coming and a new raid event, which is the Fractured Futures event. The Fractured Futures showcase is going to kick off October 4th, and it goes to October 18th, and it's got these new characters in it. I think this is a dark banner. I have so many dark adventurers that are still waiting to be upgraded. I pulled Summer Verica, and honestly, I'd really like to upgrade her, but I can't just keep upgrading. My dark team's already, I think, 22,000 might. I have other teams that need way more attention than my dark team, so I'm not pulling on this. No matter how good these units are, I'm not going to be focusing on pulling on this unit. It's just not going to happen with all the investment I've already made into my dark team. But I'll go through this quickly just to see Ruinate. I was hearing some stuff about how long this person's explanations were. Delphi. Cool. Let's see here. Okay, Ruination Cage. Deals shadow damage to the target and nearby enemies. Creates a debuff zone that lasts for 10 seconds. Reduces the defense of enemies. So this is a debuff character right off the bat, which I actually do really like debuff characters because it makes it easier for your entire team to be able to clear content. My personal style of use tends towards the debuff characters, especially in games that I play outside of Dragalia Lost, like Epic 7. Skill gauge for this skill can be filled by blah, 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 fills it gradually. That's cool. Abilities that increase skill gauge. All right, so that's a pretty cool first ability. Straight up debuff, really good to weaken enemies. Good in raids, for sure, if you can stack that with other Delphis that other people are using. Corrosive Cage. Summons Heaven's Cage, then deals shadow damage to the target. Inflicts poison, reduces the strength of light-attuned enemies by 15% for 15 seconds. So really good against light bosses in general. I like the inflict poison. I like anything that takes health away over time. Strength reduction effect will not stack. Additional bonus damage will be dealt relative to the damage taken. Having cage is active. Okay, skill gauge for the skill can be filled by attacking enemies. Okay, so that's the same at the end. Yeah, this is a really heavy debuff unit. So, like, if there's a super powerful light enemy, it's a unit that you can take that's really going to wear down that enemy. And it is it's a support unit in every sense of the word. I do like it for that. Oh, critical rate. Boost critical rate by 10%, benefits the whole team. That's a good co-ability. Poisonous Cage. User's strength is lowered by 60% during quests. Okay. I wonder what quest specifically refers to. I wonder if that applies to raids or when you're... I'd be curious when that activates and when it doesn't. Like the specific definition of quests, I'll have to test that if I get this unit. Using Ruination Cage grants the user the Poisonous Cage effect. Okay. What's the Poisonous Cage effect? When this effect is active, the user's next force strike will inflict poison. This effect cannot stack and will be consumed on use. The user's strength is lowered by 60% during quests. I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of... Using Ruination Cage. Oh, that's the first ability. Okay, using Ruination Cage grants the user the Poisonous Cage effect. Basically makes it so that your next force strike inflicts poison. Interesting. Very interesting. This is a unit that I'd have to test, because I bet that works really well when you synergize it properly with different units. It's interesting. This is an interesting unit. So reduces susceptibility to paralysis by 100%. Increases chances of inflicting poison by 60% when the combo count is 15 or higher. Okay, so this is it's a very interesting unit. I wouldn't say one way or another until I test this, whether I'd be recommending this for a pull or not, because I would want to test the synergy that this unit has with other units. Up front, its first two abilities are very interesting and could definitely be useful in a raid situation. I'm interested in specifically when his strength is lowered by 60%. I want to say, since it says quests, that means just quests, but like raids are specific and different, and so are high dragon battles and things like that, presumably. But if anybody knows for sure, please leave it in the comments and let me know. I love this dragon. Straight up, Cassandra. Love the design, love the dragon. Pretty cool. Let's see what she packs here. Deals shadow damage, increases the user's max HP by 5%. Violet Uproar. Summons Twilight Wreath, then deals shadow damage to the target and nearby enemies. I think if she has 2 skills. I feel like that... Wait, this is not a dragon. This is a unit. I'm dumb. Sorry, guys. I thought for a second that was a dragon, because the dragons have been very humanoid lately. This is a wand unit. That's why she has 2 abilities. Okay, moving on. Violet Uproar. Deals shadow damage. Additional bonus damage will be dealt relative to the damage taken with Twilight Wreath is active. Okay, so this is a buff unit for each. I'm not crazy about her first ability, Umbral Assault. Let's see here. Skill prep plus 100%. That's pretty useful. Resistant to paralysis 100%, increases strength by 10% for the remainder of the quest when the user's HP drops to 30%. Interesting unit. Not sure off the top of my head if I like that combination of abilities and skills. That's just my first impression. I find Umbral Assault a little bit underwhelming. Same with Violet Uproar. So, cool looking unit, but again, with all of the... I've already got Gleo and Veronica, so the last thing I need is another Dark Wand. Of course, because Chthonius is the dragon. Duh. Discoria. Keep up. I love Chthonius. There's nothing... I don't even care what this dragon's ability is, honestly. I care that I pull it. That's what I care about. So, Immortal Spirit, Shadow, Strength, Dragon's Might, Attuned to Shadow, increases strength by 55%, increases strength by further 10% for the remainder of the quest upon shape-shifting. I like it. Its strength deals shadow damage. Ooh, inflicts poison. Yep, I love it. This is a great dragon. Pull it. I'm pulling it. That's it. That's my technical analysis of Chthonius. Pull for it. Okay, so that's that unit. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I saw that there was going to be a raid for Fractured Futures. I thought it was on here, but I don't see it here, so maybe I'm just missing it. Maybe, you know what, maybe I saw it in the Dragalia Digest video. But I'm pretty sure that they said that Fractured Futures was also going to be a raid event starting next week, so I look forward to that. It'll be nice to have a new raid. I feel like the character, it was definitely in the Dragalia Digest, because there was a character on the front of the ad that looked kind of like Yuden. Everybody's saying it's Alberius, but I'm kind of hoping that because the timeline is called, or because the event is called Fractured Futures, that is actually an alternate Yuden from an alternate timeline. I like alternate timeline things. Like, I just like that in general, like that Back to the Future feel, so fingers crossed that it's actually like an alternate evil or like cool Yuden from a, not that Yuden's not cool, but like a kind of a badass type Yuden situation. Okay, so I think I've said everything I want to say about the anniversary announcements for now. They're awesome. Again, like, definitely support the devs if you can, and I love this new home screen. It's fantastic. Alright, so while I have everybody around, I'm gonna do some summons. Yep, that's right. I'm blowing a bunch of I might blow all my single tickets. I don't even care. And, you know, everybody's like, wait, but I'm not gonna wait. I don't have the self-control to wait, and I don't think I really need anything except for, I don't need anything from the Dark Banner for Fractured Futures. I would like Chthonius, but I'm gonna save my tenfolds and my Wormite, and I'll spend a bunch of it for the when the Fractured Futures comes up, and I'll do a different video for that. But for now, let's blow some of these single vouchers. All right, let's do this. Come on. I'm gonna skip things if it's just blue, because it's gonna be a lot of pulling, and if it's a lot of blue, I'm not gonna sit through all of that. Not even a dove, come on. I always like to give these a second, though, because sometimes that blue turns into a rainbow. That happens to me a lot, actually. I won't get, like, a rainbow gem in the middle or anything. I'll just get, like, blue, and then all of a sudden it'll turn into a rainbow. Those are pretty spectacular when that happens. So, you know what? I'm going to make sure I'm summoning on the right banner here. Gala Dragalia. Because that would be, like, just my luck. Yeah, there's only... Okay. Just making sure that there's not some weird... Be like... I've definitely played games where I go to summon, and I'm like... It happens on Epic 7, like, probably, like, at least 3 times a month. I'll think I'm on one of the banners, and it's, like, the Covenant Summon banner. And for those of you who don't know, that's not the Raid Up banner in Epic 7. It's just, like, the other banner. So, okay, that's enough blue, guys. Feel free to give me a rainbow. Do I have any 4-star units that I still need? There's definitely a couple. I don't have Healer Aileen. I would like the Healer Aileen. I don't have that one yet. Come on, rainbow. It's a gala. Let's see some rainbows. That is not a rainbow. That is more blue. Nope. That's okay. You always start off weak with these things. The luck builds. That's how I feel about it. The luck builds, everybody. Come on. Wow, I really love all these 3-star. Ooh, but that reminds me of mini mids that's going to be tomorrow. I'm really excited about mini mids. I'm going to use it in all kinds of stuff just because I want to. For stuff that I probably shouldn't even use it for. I wonder how powerful it's going to be. I'm really curious. I'm sure they'll make it weak. They usually do with the free dragons, but it'd be really nice if mini mids actually like turns out to have some really niche use in different kinds of battles and stuff. Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready for a rainbow. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Everybody's ready, game. We don't need to just only show them little tiny dragons. We could also show them big, shiny rainbow dragons. Come on. Or like even, you know, a Gala unit. That would be cool. I'd really like Mim. I went hard for Mim when she came out, and I have really good luck in these games, and I've always considered myself really grateful for the pulls that I've had. But Mim is I think one of the first characters in years that I've pulled, like, I went all out for and spent all my in-game currency for, and I did not get her, and that was a letdown. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't think I'm alone. Like, there's definitely people who were in the same boat as me that spent a ton of Wormite and even real money, which I didn't do, and still didn't pull her. So Okay, we have pulled a lot of blue units. I do love Malka, though. He's one of my favorites. I 5-starred my Malka. It's one of the only 3-star units that I've done that for, so. Okay, wow, this is a lot of blue. This is good. You guys having a really fun time watching me pull 3-star units galore. That is some quality content. Okay. Anytime now. Nice. 4-star, turn into a rainbow? Feel free to turn into a rainbow. That did not, but I will take a 4-star unit over, not a dragon. I have so many dragons that are 4 stars. Sigh. Oh well, I can sell these for epic amounts of Eldwater. Okay, let's see here. Just keep pulling, just keep pulling. I'm sure at some point here we're gonna see something. My pity rate is going to get high. Very high. I wonder what that is. Maybe I should use a 10-fold and I'll get like multiple. Let's see what my parents' rate is, because if it gets high enough, 9 more summons before increased 5-star rates. Okay, well let's pull 9 more times, and if we don't get any 5 stars, then I will use a 10-fold summon voucher. Okay, come on. I kind of almost want to use the 10-fold summon voucher now. And get this really high. I think this might be like the longest amount of pulls that I've done and not come in contact with a 5-star. I'm usually way luckier than this. But that's okay. That's alright. We can't win them all. Oh man. I just would like there to be something more exciting for people to watch than me pulling the tiny little dragon imps. That would be fabulous. But the good news is my pity rate is going ever higher. Ever higher. Let's see here. Where was I at? Let's see how many after this we have before we hit the next. Getting closer. Let's see, 3 more summons. Okay. Let's do it up then. Watch, I'll get to like the very last one and I'll pull, like, I'll get pity broken by a 5-star that I already have. But then again, I can't oh, just a single dove. So is it going to get a mystery rainbow? No, I'm going to not get a mystery rainbow. Oh, this character. I don't have this character. Serena, the fox girl? Nice, that's awesome. This is one character that I didn't have yet. So that's actually really cool. Okay, I think it's 1 more now, and then increased summon rates. So, let's do this. Oh! I skipped it! I shouldn't have skipped it! That's awesome! Nice! Gala Prince. That's awesome! That's just awesome. That makes me really happy. That's great! What a cool unit. I'm gonna build this unit, actually, because it is an awesome unit, and I was just reviewing it with you guys, and he's got some pretty amazing abilities, so that's awesome. What a great pull. You know what? I might save my vouchers. I think that's good for now, actually. But I do want to pull for dragons. I really do. Maybe I'll save that for Fractured Futures. You know what? I'm going to save that for now. I'm going to stop there. That's a high note, and thank you. Thank you to everybody for tuning in today for my review on the most recent banner, and I will hopefully have another video out soon. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Talk to you later.